All right, welcome back. Here to go ahead and start the installation process for my Led Zeppelin machine here. Going to be upgrading the speakers in the head from the 4-inch factory speakers to the Kenwood 5 1/4s that go in to the machine that normally like you find on the LE models that they have out there. So this is the kit that I'm going to be using. Comes from Pinball Life. It's PBL-100-0115. I'm sorry, 0155-00. This is going to be the speakers and RGB LED upgrade kit for the surrounds for the speakers that's there. So as you guys know, like you see here on the Pros, you just have the filter and stuff and you can't really see the speaker. Well, that's going to be changed on the new ones when you start getting the premium in LE, speaker package and stuff that's on here. So it's going to make a big difference in sound and looks as well. So let's dig in here real quick. Move some of this stuff out of the way. First things first, just going to show this to you all as well. So this little kit from Pinball Life, you're looking at $116 for everything. It's for the Kenwood speaker upgrade and the speaker light kit for most of the Spike 2 Stern machines. So that's what you're looking at shipped. You can see everything there. So $99.95 on the site, shipping I guess to whatever your state is or location is. Yeah, a little card to the Texas Pinball Festival, March 15th through 17th. Alright. So let's see what's all in here. So first thing we got here is going to be the RGB light kits here. And the acrylic pieces to clear, or white acrylic pieces that go around the speakers, so where you'll see them, that they'll be there. You also see that you already have the connectors and everything together. This is all a plug and play system, so you shouldn't have to do any soldering, anything like that. So there's those. These are the new speaker plate kits. Where these have the hole in them where you're going to be able to see them. And it's like on this one here, she's talking about earlier, you've got just the filter, so you can kind of see if the light gets right. You can see the surroundings in here, but normally you can't see it without really good light and the right angles.
Welcome to Led Zeppelin.
Well, didn't mean to do that. It's got to go off anyway, so we'll go ahead and shut it off here. All right, and here are the speakers that comes in the kit. 260 watt, 5 1/4s. These also do, I've already pulled them out and checked them out as well. They do have the connectors already connected to the speakers, so you'll just have to be able to plug and play with those as well. So everything should be a big plug and play kit. And inside here you'll see you got all the screws, the washers, the nuts and washers, everything that you need. And also they've included the zip tie that you're going to have to cut in there. So for about $100, it's not a bad little kit at all. It comes with everything ready to go. So with that, let's go ahead and lower this down and show you what we're going to be changing here. So these right here are your factory 4-inch speakers. So they sound okay. You know, they're nothing that's going to wow you or blow you out of the water. So as you see, you know, there's the plain Jane regular speaker. Nothing expensive, nothing crazy. So we're hoping to do that. Now understand that this speaker kit is supposed to plug into CN6. So we'll see what if we can get to that. Look, there's something already on CN6. We'll have to double check that about the speaker light kit. Or maybe it's CN7. Yeah, back box and ACC power. Yeah, CN7 back here to plug this lights into. Double check on the instructions and stuff that come with it, but that's right, CN7 for that one. So first thing we're going to do is going to take these screws and everything out of the speaker here, and you've got 2 screws. You can see they have to be removed. Well, if I can get it to zoom in, regular Phillips head screws with lock washers on each side that goes into the side of the LCD monitor. Now I do remember it said inside of the instruction manual, make sure you only do these one at a time, because you don't want your LCD to get out of alignment, right? So if you're doing one at a time, make sure you're watching that, keeping this straight as you're putting it in. This one should hold it, But you want to make sure that you're checking that out and keeping an eye on that while you're installing it. Make sure you don't knock your LCD panel out of place. So with that, there's a look here. I'm going to get everything out and get started. I'll be back in a minute. Just want to give you a side-by-side comparison of these two speakers. These are the ones that are going in. The two ways with the tweeters. It's going in there compared to the factory speakers that we have on there, those 4 inches. Which you can kind of see right there. Whoops, sorry about that. You can see there, pretty big difference in between the two when you're going in. Now these aren't super high-end speakers, no, but definitely got a little higher quality than what's already comes factory from the Stearns. So let me go ahead and get these together. Right. So first things first, everything's off, unplugged. We'll start taking these off, get these screws out. Okay. No. It's kind of interesting. Only has one nut and two nuts and 2 washers on it to hold it together and down. So instead of having 4, it has spots for 4, but only has the 2 that are factory installed there. Got some nylon washers underneath them. That's there. Okay. You guys can't see it, but to remove these 2 screws and lock washers from the side of the LCD monitor and the speaker panel there. Not quite. Magnet. All right, so we've got those done. And also you want to do these one at a time, so you've always got a piece of cable holding your back panel up as well. So I'm going to use that one first for right now. Alright, we'll finish taking those off. Be back in just a moment. Alright, get that unplugged. Go ahead and take this off too so I can get it out of that wire clip there. This one up out of the way for right now. I am going to have to snip. And this right here is pretty much the only thing that's not going to be factory anymore. It's going to be this zip tie right here. Well, 2 zip ties here. Okay, just the one. The other one we just pulled up there, so pull that one out. So that's going to be the only thing from the factory that you're not going to be able to, it's not going to be factory anymore. This is a zip tie, so not too bad for a mod. Anytime you can put it right back like it is without having to cut wires, change anything crazy, do anything like that, I think it's always a win. Always good to be able to take it back exactly like it was from the factory and not have to worry about it. Notice there too, be careful. Don't push too hard down when you're taking these things off. All right, come on. There we go. take this last one off here, and then this panel will be ready to be removed. If I can get the washer off, that is. All right. So now, this factory panel should just lift off, just like that. There goes your stern factory panel. It's there. The piece of foam that goes in there is with it as well on the other side. And get you to that open grill area now I was talking about earlier. So with that, let me get some parts together and be back in just a moment. All right. Let's get the new speaker plate. It's there. I guess I can show you the factory one side by side there. You can see them a little better. This is this new speaker plate from Pinball Life, and this the factory stern plate. So you can see 4 inch to 5 1/4 inch. You got 4 spots to screw down your speaker instead of 2. A little bit longer screw to accommodate for the bracket adapter and the lights, which are all in one piece. So you can sit down, lined up there. All right, put this up and get back to it. Did come with all the nuts and washers that's there as well. So just referring back, now we can come back here and screw this down. Washer on each one of these. And 4. And we'll take that one off real quick. Try not to drop it. There we go. Tell you what, I'm going to wait and put that back on last on that side. That way it's not in the way when I'm doing everything else. Get this screwed down all corners, like that 3 corners, not going to go 4 yet. You have little lock nuts that are on there, so. Check this angle again real quick, make sure you can see. And get you a little closer there. Down good and snug. Make sure you don't leave anything loose. When you're cranking the game up, you're not getting any rattles or anything out of your back panel here. And come back. Make sure everything's snug. Doesn't have to be super tight, just snug. Alright, so for the next step here, let me see, is it this? Alright. Got to put our white panels that are here, got to put them down. Make sure I'm getting them orientated right here. My first time doing it too, so this is step by step, just with me. I haven't done these before either, so this is my first time as well, so not too difficult. It takes a little bit of time, but I'm just making sure it does have certain ways it wants everything oriented, so. And it is showing like this. All right. So you have to go ahead and do the fun part. If you can get your fingernail underneath it And peel off both sides. Just that easy, right? There we go. Get it going here. Of course, then it's going to tear and not come off right. Don't! Sorry. What are you doing? Must be part raccoon, the little trash panda. Oof, sorry, had a kitty trying to decided that the packing peanuts looked like they tasted good, so over there chewing on it. He's got a room full of toys here, all of them do, but always wants to go after the things that he's not supposed to have. What are you into now? Okay. Oh, what? Oh, I see what you're doing. Come here. Come here. You little stinker. Yeah, go hide in your tunnel. Sorry. He said, I know what box they came out of. You take one away from me, I'll go back over and even though I thought I threw them all out because I already knew what was going to happen. He decides to go ahead and go back to the box and try to get another one. Luckily, there were just a couple of crumbs. Got them off of him. Sorry, a little interruption there. But the joy of having cats and pinballs. But it works out. My wife loves cats, and I love pinballs. So well, I've got 4 pins sitting in here. Got a couple more in the garage. Need some work. Need some finished restoring. She's got 5 cats. So, you know, it all works out. Everybody's happy. Get these peeled off. All right. Now I'll go back and look at my instructions again since it's been so long. Alright, so these go to the bottom right. So this plate goes on. As you can see, just a white acrylic plate. It does have, what I'm seeing is this here, looking at the instructions, is this oblong screw hole here. How you have round ones, a smaller round one, you have an oblong oval one shape there. That one goes to the bottom right if you're putting in a left speaker. Put those down. So the next part are the adapters for the 5-inch speakers and the LED surround lights. As you can see, that's here. Come around, you do want to make sure you orient it, however you want to say that word, to the bottom that's there. It'll slide over top like so. Next is put the speaker over top. So I'm afraid this is going to knock these off. Let me do a little rearranging here. Be a little more careful. There we go. So I'm going to grab a speaker. And they are, I talked about before, you already have connectors and everything that are already on them, quick connects. And I already have going to the plug that plugs into this plug here from the factory. So I'm going to take those, set those over the surround. Get them centered up there. new washers, and new lock nuts down here. Don't want to go too tight. They are a little snug there. Could use a little bit more space. Let me get these kind of tightened down on each side so I get a little more room for everything else. It look pretty. That one popped off. Didn't have that one down. Okay. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Back this off a little bit. So, like I was saying, there's not a whole lot there. Back that off. Goodness gracious. Back it all the way off, huh? So far, that's the only thing I see that's a little... Those screws could stand to be a little bit longer. Once you get that spacer in place. So I'm just going to do about a quarter to a half turn on each one, walking them back and forth. Then maybe that'll give me enough room on these as well. Yeah, I think, maybe. We'll see. It's alright, so. I do think I need to go back and make one mistake, I do believe, looking at it now. Should have used the factory speaker, factory nuts and washers there instead of these lock washers. These are just for this. Okay. Now we know. That's the worst that happened. We're going to be okay. Alright, let's get on there. There we go. Definitely could use a little more bolt there to go down to. Treat it like you're putting on your tires on your car. Keep alternating, huh? Back and forth. Alright, those look good. Down tight. Alright, so let me go ahead and switch these out real quick as well. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we're good. They're all the exact same type of nut, so no problems. No worries. One problem. Of course. Of course. Yep. You know, I like to do everything twice. That way I know what I'm doing and don't have any questions about it. Take these back off, as I forgot to put the 2 screws in the side of the LCD. That would cause problems later. At least I recognized it now instead of I took the other ones out and the LCD monitor got out of whack. Oh well. Wouldn't be me doing it if I'd done it right on the first time. Back all this back off. The good thing is, see how quick and easy it comes back off. Get these screws. The screwdriver here. Got to put these back into the side. Alright. Do have a couple other mods coming as well to go along with this one. This is just the first part of the series. Got the back box speakers going, as you saw in the short maybe the other day. Then also have the sorry. Also have the Boom Boom 3000 cabinet sub that's going to be getting installed. So that's going to be improving the sound all the way around on this machine. So I think that's going to be pretty good. And for the price, yes, I know it is not going to sound as good as a subwoofer that's outside of the machine, you know, a separate powered sub or anything like that. This isn't the $400 and something kit that you can get from other manufacturers. Although those are super nice too. This is more the let's upgrade it, keep it as close to stock as possible, make it look and sound a little better, and not spend too awful much money on it. I think altogether you're looking at $150 or so. So I think it's like $45 for the Boom Boom 3000 from Pinball Life as well, which is just a great name for a subwoofer. Why they came up with that name I'll never know, but all right, let's try this again. A little more efficient this time. And one final snug. All right. So we have that one partially installed. That's there. Well, it's all installed on this side. Still have to come back and put this on now. Get this up out of the way. Put our hanger back on here. Right, make sure everything's getting snug one more time. All right, so get that side done. Probably took a little longer than it should, but that's all right. First time doing it. We got that side completed now. Still have to hook them up and stuff, so I'm not going to bore you with installing the other side. You just repeat the same process on the opposite side. So, but that gives you a good look at the different speakers that's there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one taken out and get that one installed, and then I'll be back. See you in a few. So I was taking that other speaker off, and I had an interesting discovery. Took that speaker straight off and looked down and this screw here, so I wonder, oh I wonder, where did it come from? So it looks like I'm going to have to do a little investigation and see if I've got a loose or missing screw somewhere. Sorry. Let me just sit down here. Well, maybe not. Too many cat toys. Hold on just a moment. All right. So it definitely looks like a cabinet screw. That's there, that's there. But I don't see any missing anywhere. They're all in. I don't see any holes. Don't see any missing on the boards. Oh well, that'll be something to come back with later, but just an interesting little mystery I found doing this install. So, have to keep an eye on that. Anyway, going to go ahead and finish installing this other kit on this side and be back. I am in the middle of installing the other side. I did run into one little hiccup here. Get the orientation right here. Okay. You have those openings for your speakers. Well, this side has the wire that's coming in off of the boxes there. Well, it comes in and goes below that. So I'm going to take that off and bring it back over top. So if you are doing this on this side, the right-hand side, right speaker, keep that in mind when you're coming in. You want to put your plate in first before you put this screw into the side there on this one, so it can sit up on top of it instead of blocking it. I don't think it's going to cause, it shouldn't cause any issues looking at the way the other one and the other plate sits up there on it. So just ran into that and wanted to share that with you as well to look out for when you're installing the one on the right. All right, got it installed. Everything sits on top just fine. So we're good to go. Continue putting this one in. Just want to point that out. That was one thing I ran into that was a little bit different. So we'll be back in a few. All right, got the speakers and rings installed. Just got to finish hooking them up here. And then I got to come to the CN6 connector, which is down underneath here. It's in that area. That's right below that. So this is CN1, and then CN6 is right down in there below it. I'll get in here where you can see it, because it was really hard to see it, but it's right there. I don't know if you see the 3 pins or not, but right there, those 3 pins there. So I have to get in there to plug that in on CN6. Plug my speakers in here. So that's set up here and get these plugged in. All right, we'll do the easy one first here. If my old eyes won't play tricks on me, okay. Oh, they're snapped in. They gave you plenty of wire. Be sure that I don't bend the pins. All right, those went on there. All right, hang on just a moment. All right, I think everything's hooked up. Make sure that's good. Make sure that's good. Then I'm gonna have to come back in a minute and address these cords. Maybe look a little bit better. I'll give you plenty, I know that. So, did tug them here. Did have to add in new zip tie underneath the zip tie holder that's there, and did bring both of those underneath the holder there, so for our lights and the speakers. All right, let me put it back together here. Make sure everything's clear. Stand out of the way. Yes, yes. All right. So, those are all installed now. So, moment of truth. Do like the way they look better with the, just even before you turn it on. Just the white rings, which kind of match the white cabinet. So, looks good to me with those. So it's just an upgrade. I think just looks better like that. With the larger speakers, everything looks pretty square. Nothing looks out of whack or unlevel on the two. They all look pretty level, so happy with that. So, all right, let's flip it on and get the moment of truth here. Well, it's coming back on, so that's a good thing, right? I did, while we're waiting, I did notice something pretty interesting today. They just announced that Jaws is going to be coming out today. Of course, no trailer or anything like that's been out yet. But when I came there and turned it on, I already had a Jaws advertisement on my LCD. Going through all the checks. Startup in progress. So fingers crossed this works. Like I said, the first one I've ever done. So. Alright. So I don't see nothing yet. Give me just a moment. Let me get this controller out. I might have to turn them on. Oh, I found what I did wrong. I flipped it. This was upside down. Of course, you got to put it where the notch clicks in, right? Well, I decided not to do that. But comes here, you got this lip. It goes to the left. Black wire goes up on top. So that's what it's got to be, I'm sure. That could be that's the only thing I saw that might have been a little off. So, all right, there's that. So once again, moment of truth. Look at there. We got some lights. Man. That looks neat. I think that looks pretty daggum good for the money, especially. I think that brings a lot to that machine. Really brings it alive. That is awesome. Get this thing started up. Matter of fact, hang on a minute. Let's turn off these lights so we can see a little bit. I think that looks great. I'm really happy with that. I think my wife is in bed, but I'm going to go ahead and risk it and turn it on. See how they sound. Make sure they're working.
Let's get this show started. Choose your song.
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling.
Shoot the bull.
I'm going to have to check on that, but I don't want to go too far with the... Don't want to get no strikes on that, so I'm going to stop that. So I don't get the music going. Yeah, that looks good. It sounds good. Sound like I'm probably going to go in here and mess with the equalizer a little bit and do some adjustments on that and equal some of this out, change it up for the speakers and stuff I've got there. So I have to play with some of the EQ settings and have to do that tomorrow whenever I can actually turn it up. But do have the Boom Boom 3000 to install, so that's going to be coming up. But like I said, so far I like the way these look. I hope I'm going to like the way they sound. I've seen a lot of guys that have used these and have been happy with the product. And I can tell you just from right now, looking at it, I'm happy with what I see. I think it looks sharp. I think it looks a lot better than just the black panels that are there. And I think it just brings a little bit more to the game. Of course, you got all your different settings that are there. You can just change them to the colors that you want. All the different types and different modes and speeds of the modes, the whole 9 yards. So that's neat. I'm happy with the way they look. But yeah, those are installed, so stay tuned. Gonna have some more coming in with got a Boom Boom 3000 to install, and then also had a very generous sponsor donate a new shaker motor for it as well. So sponsor does not want to be named at this time, but I want to let them know they know who they are. Thank you very much. It's going to be put to good use. I'm going to be getting that installed after I get these speakers done. So I think that's a nice step in for a first upgrade for the money. $100, lights, speakers. Heck, I don't think you can beat that for $100. But once again, thanks to you all for watching, and keep on flipping. And like I always said, if you want to leave a comment down below, I'd be more than happy to answer that. I'm always interacting with anybody that wants to talk pinball. So if you'd like to talk pinball, reach out. Be more than happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share if you got somebody else that you might know that likes it. But no, it's nothing fancy, but it's a little something to what I do and a little part of my life. So just sharing that with everyone that's there. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek here in a second. Hang on just a moment. There it is. That's what I was going to show you. They just announced it today, and already through Insider Connected and it being online, it already has the advertisements for Jaws coming up. So just the little Easter egg there they share out there. I think that's kind of neat. Just now telling us about it, and we've already got that coming out. But hey, thank y'all for always watching and coming along for the little trip. Like I said, I got some more coming along. Be putting the Boom Boom 3000, probably putting that in tomorrow, and then coming along as well with the shaker motor. So a little bit more to come, some more buys to come for the Led Zeppelin, making it look a little bit nicer. But once again, thanks for watching, and keep on flipping. Bye.